Welcome to this series where we are playing the Soviet Revolution campaign for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 13th of August 1964. Game's on pause for a reason I'll explain in a little while. In the last part we were doing the shipping milestone. I'm not exactly sure whether that was a good decision because it's taken a very long time because we had to build this container packing office here. You can see we've got quite a lot of containers in here waiting to be shipped to our port, which we had to build over here. At the moment the port is doing absolutely nothing because the problem with doing a campaign like this is we've got to fulfill the objectives. So I don't really want to start exporting the mechanical components which is currently being packed in the containers until we've built the electronic component factory. The other task that we set out on in the last part was building a road out here, because we know that there's uranium here, and another key step is building some uranium processing. I'm also been looking at this rail track because I'm wondering whether we can actually put everything we need out here as well. So that's something else that I'm looking at. Now the reason the game's on pause, in fact I'll just unpause it and let it run. I think I've got enough time to get back to where we've got to get to. And if we come to here and look at what I'm trying to do is complete the plastics research so that we can build a plastics plant and an electronic components part. There we are, we just finished it. See what I want to build next. A uranium enrichment train production. I think I'm going to build electronics, to be honest, because I think it's about time we started looking at producing our own electronics, especially as we've now got the... I'm just going to play at a lower speed at the moment. Especially as the fact that we've going to make electro components. So that means that our next task is to build electronics components factory. And I've been looking in this area. The other thing I've also done off camera is I've managed to squeeze in 2 more pump jacks. We've got one here and one here. And the reason I've squeezed those in is because the oil refinery is sucking up all the oil, and I want to get some oil so that I can actually build a plastics factory. Now if we come down to fossil fuels, where is it? I can never find out where it is. Here's the plastics factory. You can see the plastics factory needs 27 oil and chemicals to be able to make plastics. And what I'm thinking is I've tidied up this area as well a little bit, and there was a pipeline here. In fact, it looks like there's a little bit of pipeline still left actually. Let's just take you out there. Yeah, there was originally a pipeline running from here to here when we actually did the task to export the plastics. I'm just going to turn the volume down. Those trains are incredibly noisy. I'm just going to reduce that down a little bit. I mean, those 3D sound effects were a little bit off the chart actually. Anyway, so what I want to do here is I want to get a plastics factory in here. I want to get it in as close as I can. Actually, no. Can we get it that way? Oh, no, it's... no, it's going to have to be that way, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Let me just flip that back. There is a factory connection, so I want a factory connection. So we're going to build the plastics factory there. And of course we're going to connect up the road to there. What I've also done is built a bus stop over here in preparation as well. And then we're going to put in we need a warehouse. I need a fairly... Oh, wow, that's way too big. Let me just see, that's 320. This is 886. And I want to put a warehouse in as well. Actually, if I slip it back that way and angle it a little bit that way. And then, of course, what we need to do is put in the electro components factory here. Now, ideally, I would like to be able to put in an electronics factory in here, but we're not going to get one in, so there's no point pretending otherwise. So what I want to do is slip you in here like that. Just let the game run, speed it up, because obviously we're going to have to go into a build phase, and we're going to put you there. I am going to auto build that bit of road there because I want to be able to make that connection there like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to need to get our road crews, our construction crews on this, because we need to build this through now to be able to get that electronics factory up and running. And of course we'll say we got the workers there. I am a bit tempted to build another construction office, possibly in this area. The trouble is where do I put it so it doesn't get in the way? I don't really want to put it here because one, we've got loads of power lines, and two, that we've got the I might need this space. I'm also looking at this area here. So we're now in this situation where we just got to let this build. We've already got vehicles coming in to start delivering gravel and asphalt. I think I will build a construction office, but I think, could we get one here? I think this is a little bit of a dead zone. How flat is that? That's nice and flat. I think we're going to need another construction office because the buildings we're building are getting bigger and bigger. Problem is I don't have that much more money, so what I am going to do is auto build this because there's no point building. I mean, it's only 17,000 rubles. Ideally I would like the fuel depot here. Actually, are we delivering fuel to the port? Yeah, we are delivering fuel to the port. Right, we are going to put this on here. It looks like we're going to need another delivery here. We're going to put... It always pays to put fuel into construction offices. Well, set that to 50%. What we are going to do is copy over the connections from here. Copy you into there. And now what I want to do is bring in, looks like we got, I do wonder whether we just need the ability to make that. I think I'm going to get some dumpers in to start with. We'll build this up over time. Let me just see if I got any. Why is that? Let me just see. Resources. Buy new vehicles. That's better. Dumpers. Do I get any? If there's any dumpers here that can be a bit faster. You're 85, and but you only carry 3.5 tons. This is the problem at the moment. I think we'll get 1, 2, 3 more dumpers. Look at that, they're on their way straight away. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is make this into a kind of enhanced delivery type place, because I think we've got the cranes and the excavators. Actually, I think what I will do, I think I had a dumper in here as well that was doing nothing. We'll get that in there, and you can assist with the road. We'll set this to 3,000. You can build anything that you want. I think we've got plenty of excavators. I mean, these guys are cracking on quite quickly. In fact, we've actually done the... It does look very much like it is an issue of delivery. I wonder whether these guys are in range of the road crew here. Yeah, I think the part of the problem is that these guys are out of range. So we need to get them in range. I think maybe a couple of well, although I will need to switch on that. And I think we'll get a couple of excavators, I think, to kind of help the process along. 33, 22. We'll get 2 excavators. Let me just double check. Yeah, and we're going to need a couple of open holes to do the delivery. I think that's enough for the moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this run, and I'll be back once this is actually being built, because obviously I'm just going to hang around now waiting for things to happen. Okay, welcome back. We've now got our plastics factory built. We're going to have to purchase some chemicals. I think 2 tons will be enough. And of course, what we're going to need to do is get in a workforce here. So we're just going to, I think, where have we got? Don't have many people there, but I think we've still got a lot of people over there. So we're probably going to need some reasonable sized buses to do this. So come in here, a bus. Looking for speed because it is a fair distance. Whoops. We got if we get 2 of those to start with, then we can add to them later on should we need to. You're gonna come here. You're gonna pick up from there, and then you're going to drop off there. Just get, and then just get those guys going, and we'll get some more. Get you in there. The line spacing on, and what that will do is get some workers into up over here. Right, we've got oil flowing in now because we switched this pump on. So what we're going to do now is just keep an eye on this and see if we can get some workers in here. We've got a little bit of a possibility of a footpath here now. So just come there. Maybe we'll just come out like that. Just select that. Get that built. Obviously we're now working well on the warehouse here. And our electro components here is actually going to get done as well. So what I'm going to do now is just break the video and I'll be back when the electro components factory is ready to go. Okay, welcome back. We've finally finished the warehouse here. So it means that we've now got the ability to store the plastic because this plastics factory is shut down, and we're actually working on the electronics components factory. Now, I wasn't really making any money because we're importing so much steel. So what I've done is that we've got loads of containers piled up here full of mechanical components doing nothing. So what I've done is I've switched the mechanical components back to this warehouse here. So hopefully what we'll do is we're going to start exporting mechanical components again in order to make money. I think what I will do though is stop importing electro components. I don't think we need them anymore because we're going to start making our own. So we're going to withdraw that, and we're going to stop importing electro components as well. We've got more than enough to be going on with. I mean, basically, even if we start producing our own electronics, I want to do that using the electro components from here. So at the moment we're just waiting on more deliveries of concrete and all that, which is one of the kind of satisfactions and frustrations of this game, is that building can take quite a long time, and it's something that you do need to take in account to, especially if you're playing on realistic mode. The other thing I want to show you is we are just about to finish our electronics industry. So we're going to need to think about what we're going to do with that. So I'm just going to let that run through and finish. Then we'll have to choose a new technology, what we want to do. We've also got, oh yeah, I forgot about this as well. I think I'm going to switch this. I don't want to fund this. We're going to get that back together. So we've now finished this research. Let me just see. I'm very tempted to go for steel production. Let me just see. Do we have a steel mill nearby? Not really, do we? We got a tiny amount of steel down here. Let me just look at this. I'm just wondering whether, the trouble is it's in an awkward position. Let me just see. Where's it? Fossil. No, it's metallurgy, isn't it? See, that's in a very awkward position. It might be more trouble than it's worth. I don't really feel it for the map, actually, to be honest. So I think I'm going to take a chance because we've got an objective to set up a uranium processing field. I think I'm going to push through with that, with uranium enrichment, which is... Oh, we've got train production as well. I've got a feeling we're probably going to need to look at that as well. Nuclear power is definitely going to be the next way forward. I think we've got to go this way to get to these reactors. So I think that's the path we've got to go down. The trouble is with doing these missions, you can't actually see what needs to be done. Alright, we'll just get back here and see how it's going. I mean, we are getting there. It's just very, very slow progress. We need lots and lots of concrete. So again, I'm just going to cut the video here and I'll come back once the electronics factory has been built. Okay, welcome back. We are just about to complete the electro components factory. And here we are. To see, comrades, with our preparations complete and the necessary facilities in place, we can now turn our full attention to the task at hand. You must collect 50 tons of electronic components and 300 tons of mechanical components. Once gathered, these crucial goods will be transported to our container parking facility where they will be meticulously packed. Okay, so I think we're a little bit ahead of there. Okay, so we've got 300 tons of mechanical components packed into containers. It looks like we're going to have to purchase chemicals, set that up. Right, we're going to need to deliver steel. We got space for it. Got probably too many open holes in here now, so if I pinch, send you to there. What have we got here? You're a dumper. We'll send you to there. And what we're going to need to do is buy a open hole here. Just buy one of that. You can pick up. Okay, you're already assigned. You're already picking up. If you're already picking up steel, where are you? Rail construction office. Okay, so we don't need you on there for the moment, and you got to deliver steel to there. 15 tons, that's okay. So we need to deliver steel there, so we've got to make 50 tons of thing, and you're picking up you were moving electro components, so you've now got to pick up electro components, and we've got to send them to here. If that warehouse is 10%, more than 10% full, so we need to get that in. How much have we got in the way of electro components? 65. So what we've got to do now is make 50 tons of electronics components. And that now, while all that was going on, I was looking over here and I was looking at this field, and what I'm thinking is that I want to make some clothing out here. So we're going to need a fabric factory, which is going to need a water supply. What we got here, we got space in here. So what I'm kind of considering, right, we're going to remove you, and we're going to put, we got that there, and if we put a fabric factory in, say, about there, we are going to need a dedicated water supply here. And then what I'm thinking is we're only going to really need, well, we could make space for two. We're going to put a clothing factory there. We're going to get you out to there and get you built. Now we are going to need to put a water supply in as well. Where's the water supply? The trouble is, the question's going to be is we're going to have to run the water supply all the way over to here. My instinct is, I mean, what's the level for a clothing factory, fabric factory? What's the required water quality? It says 85%. I think it'd be easier just to take the water from here. We just need to keep an eye on the amount of water coming in. And the other thing I wouldn't mind doing is a chemical industry as well. I think we're gonna come there. We got water supply. You can go pick up there. You can come into there. Right. So I think if we can start producing, one, we're going to need fabric for producing vehicles, which I presume is going to be in the future. If we can start producing our own clothes as well, that would be really great. The trouble is we're going to need a warehouse on this side, because this will push the fabric directly into here, because we're going to be fairly low key. What we will need is put a small warehouse there, the clothes to be exported from. Yeah, I think that will work. I mean, obviously we're going to have to kind of bring in what we're going to need from here is actually, I'm not sure why I connected up to here now, because yeah, that's a bit silly really. We don't really need that connection. What we do need is a silo. Put a silo there, because what's it? Fabric, batteries. Yeah, we need chemicals and water. Chemicals is a really big thing when you're playing with the base game. You can come there and hook that up. So we'll just let these guys build this in. This is very much a long-term project, but I feel that it's something that we do need to do. Actually, I've just had a little bit of a thought, because we got a pile of electro components in here. In fact, we got about 50 tons of them. I'm wondering if we can be a little bit sneaky. Let me just see. What are you picking up from here? Oh, you're actually... So we could load electro components from there, as long as it's more than 50% full. And you can go to there. We'll kind of take some of the electro components from here, ship them out. And I think what we'll do is we'll put our construction offices on there. If I do that now while I'm thinking about it. Electro components. I mean, we're not really going to be using that much in the way of electro components. So if I do that, get you to pick up from there. Now we're definitely not importing electro components from here, are we? Let's just make sure. Yeah, we're not. Why am I loading mechanical components? I don't want mechanical components there. I'm not sure why that's set to 10%. because we're no longer, we can set that to 0. Everything that goes in here I want you to export, because we've got mechanical components there. We'll empty this out completely. We've got that now producing, and then we can get the 50 tons of electro components exported out to there. Okay, I think we've kind of got it sorted now. And now we're down to the usual kind of waiting game. We're churning out the plastics. I mean, we could export surplus plastic now. How much plastic do you consume? 1.6 tons of plastic. You produce 6.6 tons of plastic. I'm wondering if we can... I think what we're going to do is empty out this. And we're going to bring in... Oops, I don't want electronics. We're going to just push up the plastics there. And the electronics. I think once we've dumped off the electronics from here... and kind of ship those out. What have you just picked up? Oh no, yeah, you're shipping the electronics, and we can get this going. That hopefully will help the economy, because we're exporting mechanical components, bitumen, fuel, food, bricks, power, prefabs. I think what I do want to do is maybe build an electronics factory. Let's see, can we advance? I mean, we got all the components to make this now after a fashion. We could build an electronics factory here. Say, tuck that out there. You know, I don't think electronics factories produce that much pollution. It's only 4 tons of pollution, so we can afford to come this way. So if we put electronics factory there, I think this has got plenty of storage, so we could... I mean, it's got 5.7 tons of electronics in there anyway, so if I come to there... I think we're going to need more workforce as well. I think I'd like to keep get the workforce in here, because we've got the possibility of a heliport here. So I'm going to put in 140. Oh, look at that. I think we're going to get in. I think if we squash it that way, we got the possibility of being able to put another small building in there. So if we put that in there, we'll just let the boys build that. Actually, can we put a small one on the corner as well? No, that's way too big. Medium. Will that fit in there? No, it's not going. It's going to overlap. Oh yes, we can just squeeze you in there as well. So we're just building some more accommodation in here for our workforce. We've nearly got 48 out of 50 tons of electronic components packed now because of our little cheat there. What we need is a workforce. I'm wondering, how's the workforce here? Still got a lot of people stood around doing nothing. So if I come into here and we speed buses, we'll get another one of you. Let me just pick up here. All related vehicles. Okay, we got collision with the train. That's great. Gonna get another bus on here. sometimes the collision is just where the train, there's a delay here. I think that's what, I mean, that collision seems to happen from time to time, but I'm not 100% sure how that actually works. We've got 5.12 tons there. Right, we've got 11.85 tons of electro components. We're going to clear out everything from here, I think. Oh, no, we don't need that. Actually, I think we're gonna load that there. You're loading there. Okay. I think I'm gonna drop you down to 0. And we'll send everything to the containers, I think. Because we are now pulling the electronics from here. So we don't need that. We can empty this out completely. I've just had another thought, guys. We're going to be a little bit sneaky. We're going to remove you. And what we're going to do is tell our trains here. Right. I want you to pick up electro components and take them to the border. So what we'll do is we'll export what little electro components we make and get exported out. Okay, we're just going to steal them all. Because we got the electronics packed, we just need to get the manufacturing done. Which means I think what we could do is reduce the number of workers here. I don't think we need that number. If we drop these down to about 15, that will push more workers into here, or it should do. That means we'll produce more electronics, which will then knock on to getting more out of here, which will then fulfill this target here. Just going to get back over here and see what's going on here. Right. I think I've got I think these road build crew here are... Let me just see. Yeah, we got a roller and paver. Oh yeah, they just got to take a little while to get there because they've got no... Which one? Oh no, they're moving now. It's just that these guys don't have an open hole to deliver. I should really fix that, but is it really worth it? I mean, the amount of kind of road building they do, quite slow. I'm not exactly too sure where you are going. It says unfinished road. Where's that? Oh, you're building out there. I think I'm just gonna fund that just to get that done, because it means I can then put in the road to there and road down from there to there. Get that done. I suppose what I should do is really build a proper construction office out here, but I mean it's all pretty low level stuff anyway. So anyway, I'm going to cut the video here and I'll be back once we've got 50 tons of electronics, because at the moment I'm just looking round, kind of doing make weights at the moment. Okay, welcome back. We still got a few more tons of electro components to make, but I have finished the research into nuclear power. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually research steel production, because I've got a bit of an idea where we might be able to build at least a partially working steel mill. So what I want to do is research this to give me the option. And at the moment things are going okay. Just to give you an update, we've now got our 2 new dwellings have been finished, so we should be getting a lot more workers flowing into here. I certainly don't want workers in here at the moment because that's my helicopter platform. The other thing that's happening at the moment is we've got this area is coming together. We've got our electronics factory being built, and we got our bus stop here as well, so that I can get workers into 2 places here. As I say, our economy is growing now slowly. It's not as good as it should be, but at least we are in the positive again. Over in this corner, we are making very slow progress building the roads and the basic construction out here, mainly because we've got minimal construction services here. But eventually, well, hopefully we will get this done. But what I'm thinking is that we're probably going to need some more workforce out here as well. So I'm thinking what we got here. We got quality of flats. The quality of the flats isn't that good. We got, I'm wondering if I could put in some flats here, or maybe another one just there. I mean, they're all connected up, and there's possibly another one there, and we're put an asphalt path there, and we'll connect you round to there. The only real problem with these is whether they will reach out across the map to get to. Yeah, there might be a problem with the hospital. We might pay to take it. Well, we can fix this one if we come out like that and maybe run a path through there. Oops. Let's make sure. I don't know if that will connect up and make things a little bit better. I mean, if we get to the House of Culture, the secret police is not a problem. I think the grocery stores are in range. The real problem is the hospital. I'm not sure where. It's the fire station. Where's the hospital here? I think we've only got a small clinic, haven't we? Grocery, school. School might be a problem. Let me just see if I can find the hospital. This buildings. Where is it? Hospital. Where's the hospital? Yeah, the hospital. Oh no, the hospital's there. So the hospital should be in range. Yeah, I think that will work. We'll just have to build this up very slowly over time. Anyway, that is something for the back burner. We've now got to 48 out of 50 electronics, so we're getting very close now. 49. One more electronics. I mean, the workforce here is going pretty good, so we should get to the 50 relatively quickly. There it is. We've now got 50 out of electronics. We've got 50 packed. So all we got to do now is just wait for. There it is. Comrades, it's with great satisfaction I report our success in packing all the required components into containers. The time has come for the next step in our mission. We must now load these containers onto waiting ships and set sail to deliver them to valuable goods to our comrades. This achievement marks a significant stride in strengthening our international solidarity. So we're now going to get to the point of export. We're going right, so we're going to need to pick up from here. Now we're going to have to make very sure that we get this set up right, and then we've got to unload containers there. Oops, no, that's beyond the borders. Just double check this. So we got to unload these beyond the borders. Wait, I want this. Why did that flip that way? So that's beyond the borders, that's there, and we've got this collect. Now the reason I'm being very careful here is because I know that these can be a bit temperamental, so I'm just going to come there. and we're going to get our ship, because if you don't set the vehicle container options, it won't actually load the containers onto the ship. So hopefully we're going to get this done, and then we're going to have to be able to do this. So there's 300 tons. I wonder if that is actually 50 containers. If that's 50 containers, we may have a bit of an issue. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for the ship to come into the dock, and hopefully it will load all the containers. I mean, if we got to do 50 containers, and or no, it says tons, doesn't it? Okay. Wow. This is going to be worth some serious cash when it's actually we get to the end. Right, so I'm assuming now that we're just going to have to wait for this to get to the foreign port, and we've got a fire. So let's just make sure where the fire is. Oh, this could be an issue. Fire crews, please. Oh, we got these guys still running backwards and forwards. I need to send them back to the depot. You're wasting my fuel. This could be a close thing. That's the can't. Wait. Oh, this building the mud road here could have been a mistake. Wow. I think what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade that to a gravel road. Right, we're just going to remove you. For some reason. Oh, why can't I remove that? For some reason that. Wow, I've just accidentally deleted the power cables. Not that it's a major problem, because I think what we'll do is we'll build a gravel road. Oh, it's a footpath, isn't it? Sorry. But just build this in very quickly with dollars. Get that powered back up again. What I am going to do is we're just going to check our ship. I think it's going to take a little while to get going, but well, I think what we'll do is we'll just take a picture of the ship for the thumbnail. Just minimize that. Actually, let's just turn this way. So that's going to be the thumbnail. And what we're going to do is just get back into our town electronics factory. What we need to do now is what we need. We've got mechanical components. We've got no power supply. Okay, so we're going to need to put a power supply in. I didn't think of that, did I? Let's put you in there. I think we'll put the power supply on this edge, because I might want to put some industry out there. So put you about there. Put a gravel footpath. I'm not making the same mistake again. We're going to. I've got one power connection left on there. Just get that built. So we'll let the guys. Just gonna build that. So we need power connection there. What I do want to do is all related vehicles. This is the bus route. We're going to edit the bus route, put you onto there. remove the mechanical component. Supply the workers into there. You need plastics. Right, I'm going to pinch one of these cupboard holes and send you to there. And then you're going to pick up electro components from there and take them to there. And actually you can pick up electro components and plastic from there as long as there's more than 20%, and you can deliver plastic to there. Yeah, so we should have mech components connected to there, and once we got the power supply built, we don't need a workforce in here at the moment, so we'll just remove you for the moment. And then we can start producing electronics here. Where are you working from? Yeah. Where's your distribution office? We're going to push that to... Whoops, no. We're going to push that to 20%. So I want to make sure that we got more than enough electro components in here to make electronics. Because, just to show you why I'm thinking this way, look at the top here, you see that we are now actually selling off the opponents. That's why we're making a pile of cash. While that's going on, I just want to show you the current prices. Whoops, sorry, it just finished, but I just want to show you what I'm thinking about. Show you electronics here. You can see electronics we can sell for 1,400 rubles, and electro components are 1,233. So there's a lot of money to be made, but if we make electronics we can also supply them, which then if we come back to here to imports, you can see at the moment electronics isn't a major problem, but it is a way to make money. Anyway, it says, good work comrades, your dedication and diligence has ensured that the successful delivery of these vital components to our comrades is in the Soviet countries. As a token of their appreciation, the Soviet Union generously offers us 2 Il-18 aircraft for our next mission. Let us continue to strengthen our ties and work towards a brighter future. So we've now got an option to do this, and of course what they're employing is the fact that we've got airborne ambitions, but we can't do that at the moment. So in the next part, we're going to go over to uranium processing, because I think this is going to be the next logical path we can follow. And then we'll come back to aircraft production and vehicle production later on. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.